Hey there. It's Wednesday, so I'm wondering if you got a minute to talk about this week's gospel lesson. So this week's reading is from John 6, 24 to 35. I told you last week that we were going to start a pretty long discourse by Jesus on bread, the bread of life, bread from heaven, all kinds of things. So this week we're continuing where we left off last week. Now, last week we saw large multitudes fed with the lunch of a little boy, 2 fish, 5 loaves. You know the story. So, as often happens in the Gospel of John, there's this miracle, and then there's Jesus talking about the significance of the miracle. This week, we have Jesus talking about how he is the bread of life, that we shouldn't work for the food that perishes, but that we should look for the bread from heaven. And of course, as people do, they say, Lord, give us this bread always. That sounds great. To which Jesus says, I am the bread of life. The very last verse of this little pericope says, Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry, and whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. So we're going to talk a lot about that this coming Sunday. I invite you to read that, read the rest of John 6, think about our life together at the table, especially during what's going to be a contentious election season, and already has been. That no matter what happens, we will always see each other again in the next Eucharist, where Jesus, the bread of life, feeds us all. And I can't wait to see you at the next Eucharist, which is Sunday at 10:15. Peace.